Burn these letters, Marcus. Destroy them in accordance with the Field Mission Manual Article 341, so that no one else can read them.
Okay, Madam Hoffman. But shouldn't we reply to these messages from the field squad?
Don't bother. The secret letters are sent to all active investigators above rank 4. The squad is like the watchers of the critical points. They collect and record every event different to the ones in history and report to the Foundation. These incidents will be the index for evaluating the stability of the current era. In other words, the more reports they send, the more unstable the era is. This keeps every field investigator up to date on the situation so they can plan their next move. In the past, we have seen too many tragedies caused by a lack of information. But now, our own task is more urgent. The Circle publicly committed treason. Isolde and Heinrich disappeared. Campania became wanted. The Leopoldstadt riots and the march of the lower-class arcanists may be directly related to them. Heinrich and Isolde's speech is like the spark that ignited the powder keg that is Vienna. The riots have been going on for days.
But why was Miss Campania wanted? She didn't act out of line in the exhibition and seemed totally unaware of the speech. All she had was the book which didn't belong to this era. Clearly, Heinrich didn't tell her a thing.
It is because she is the known founder of the Circle, and a middle class with no background. This is good news for us, Marcus. We can start with Campania. They didn't protect her from being wanted, which means she has not been fully assimilated into this elite group of nobles. How typical of Manus Vindictae. We need to find her fast. Luckily, the spider tail you put on her is reacting.
Go to hell, you dirty, disgusting officials! For a kingdom of freedom!
For a kingdom of freedom.
Shoot, they're attacking the Foundation branch. Focus on what's important, Marcus. Someone summoned a bunch of critters on Kärtnerstraße. They're coming this way.
Straight to the point. I like that. Wait for this.
This my child.
Liberato dalla
A
paura.
bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Wait for the right moment.
It's for your sake.
Addio, straniero.
You look my child. Knock, knock. Room service.
It will be over before you
At your
feel it.
service. You're waking. It's for your sake. A mice pass. Handy blanket, handy. A mice pass. A mice pass.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
Something's wrong with this mist. Maybe the evaporation of the arcane potion. Devil's shoestring, judging by the smell, for better diffusivity. Marcus, cover your mouth and nose, but enter the Foundation's branch when it clears up. Marcus, are you okay? Did the mist get to you?
No. Madam Hoffman, the terrorists and the people in the march, what they shouted, for a kingdom of freedom. That's what Miss Dittersdorf said in the exhibit, and she quoted that from Dr. Kakanya. And it was me. I told that to Dr. Kakanya. I told her about the island. I told her it's a place of freedom for arcanists. So I'm the one who caused this turmoil. I told them the secret of the Golden Isle and caused the chain reaction. I didn't listen to you. I'm too reckless. I lack rational thinking. I'm unstable and out of control, and the one thing I can control, my arcane skill, didn't help at all. You vouched for me and appointed me to the field mission from the headquarters, but
Maybe it is like what you said. Maybe you did play a role in this era, causing a butterfly effect in history. But trying to be responsible for everything beyond one's capability is a symbol of irrational hubris. First of all, creating chaos in this chaotic time is more than easy. Just look at all the frequent ethnic conflicts, assassinations and espionage. If not the Circle in his old, the Manus will find themselves a different flashpoint. You never know how the leaked information will simmer. Its subsequent spread is uncontrollable, and remorse would be useless. The thing is, everyone has their own ideas about that island. Your words just deepened the expectations. As for your self-assessment, we have all heard it. Humans are more rational and arcanists are more emotional. They are sensitive to the darkness in the world, so they can easily become absorbed in their own emotions and ignore reality. But if we put a human child in the position of an arcanist, who always takes on the world because of his uniqueness, who is never understood for his talents, maybe he too will become impulsive, sensitive, immature, and unstable. And that's why it sometimes dawns on me that if we put an arcanist child in the position of a human being who receives enough love, education, and positive feedback, these instabilities might be controllable, at least enough to keep them from hurting themselves or others.
Madam Hoffman?
I took you away from the storm in 1912. It has been a long time after that, so I know how precious it must be for you to return to 1914. And your urge to complete the mission and go back to Romania. You are not an impulsive person, Marcus. You're just growing up. And you do need to grow. As for appointing you, it was by my own will. Because the age of humans has come to an end.
The age of humans is ending?
If the eras keep on regressing, human technologies would fail to accumulate. Meanwhile, arcane skills that depend largely on the individual's potential will shine. In this war of reversals, futures and time, it is you who will survive, not us. And that's why sooner or later, you'll have to go at it alone. This is the most rational assessment I can make for the continuation of civilization.
Rational. But I've been doing my best to be rational as well. Even though I keep reading and practicing information analysis, I can't make a choice. What if I make a wrong choice? What if there's no right answer? What if I never told Cacanea about...
Enough. You're getting carried away. There is nothing mysterious about rationality. It simply guides us out of confusion and straight to the essence of things.
The essence?
The reason why we're doing a job here is simple, Marcus. Arcanists keep going to the Menace. It's because they can promise the salvation while we can't. Therefore, decoding their immunity ritual against the storm is top priority. If we can't, being isolated on a small piece of land, we're bound to meet our end in this temporal catastrophe. We're not the only investigators sent by the headquarters. So our mission is to collect every clue left by the Menace and send them back to La Place. Everything else is secondary.
Madame Hoffman, besides finding Miss Cacanea, there may be another way. That painting, the last work of Théophile, The Salvation, something's off with it. When I read it in the exhibition, I felt a familiar afflatus. It was concealed in a clever way, but I noticed the traces of concealment.
Manus's arcane skill.
But I couldn't read anything more from it. If we can persuade Miss Cacanea to help us with her arcane skill...
Is her arcane skill similar to yours?
No, quite different. I fought her once. I feel that under certain conditions, our arcane skills might be complementary.
Well done, Marcus. This is something only you can do. The government has a painting now. The field agent squad can retrieve it for us. The fog has cleared. Let's go. Now, we need to find Cacanea.
Darling, did you hear that? The sound of a match scraping against the box, igniting in a dark, silent alley. And then... boom. War, like an unstoppable train, hurtles down the track with its passengers vanishing in the thick, black smoke. In the train, the elderly tremble in the corner, and the infants babble dreaming. Oh, but the only young man aboard is filling coal into the furnace. Meanwhile, another train is hurtling down the same track, puffing the same black smoke. Alas, the two trains are destined to collide in a war to end all wars. Pay close attention. You'll see the banner reaching out above their train, and the bloodstains on it. Next, let's turn to where the train departed to find the source of everything. Rewind the clock to before the whistle blew, before the furnace ignited. And then, child, look somewhere far from here. In the Schönbrunn Palace, where the fine gentlemen of Austria-Hungary eagerly plan the extension of their national borders. But the Habsburgs value their honor so much that first they must find themselves some excuse to cross that border. Yet in another land, a humiliated people were gathering in secret, their blood as hot as fire, ready to burn anyone and anywhere it was splattered. Fate drove an open-topped car there, carrying an ill-fated couple. Their presence, a crushing indignity that could not be endured. An avenging bullet was sent to them as a gift from a luck-struck patriot. In a moment, each party was granted their long-sought excuse. Boots had their excuse to kick down their doors, and guns their excuse to fire. A yearning furnace at last had its reason to burn, to steam toward its final destination. My dear, it's not a story of hatred or anger. The footprints were laid down before you ever stepped forward into them. Fresh-faced boys traded books and toys for rifles, and poets were buried in trenches, musicians deafened by explosions and the howls of death. But those war starters? Those who doodled their ambitions on maps while supping their dessert would lose nothing in their gamble. The dew-fed river would still flow, and the facades of their great palaces would never be chipped or rocked by the guns they set off. Nothing stains their hands, save the cream from their cakes. Perhaps we wait. Wait for a pouring rain to douse the fires. A flood that might sweep the armies, wagered like betting chips from their maps. Then, perhaps, that car will turn and the fated dead will come back to life. But you know that will not be how the story ends.
What are you talking about? The storm? The war? I don't understand. If that's true, then the world we are living in, the era, and the people, everything will be destroyed in the near future.
Only the Chosen Ones will survive the storm. What about the others? Millions out there have never even heard of the storm.
Yes, only the Chosen Ones will survive the storm. This is a trial, Doctor.
A trial? Then who started it? Who decided the standard? You? Or the so-called guiding one? God? Or the supreme existence? Who gave them the power to decide the fate of others? Who allows such absurdities to happen? What is the past with the right order? If time just keeps going backwards, when and where will it stop? To a time when man did not exist? Or to a time before civilization? Then why did we write poems, pursue art, and develop civilization? Why did we try so hard to make progress? What was the point of it all?
I don't understand, Doctor. Why are you so concerned about the others?
Huh?
When we reach the New World, we can fully realize your dream. We will create a kingdom of freedom for everyone. As for the embers of the Old World, they are like a tumor that should be removed. I care about them.
Tumors that should be removed?
Look at this painting. How chaotic it is. Look at the repression in the darkness. Look at the beasts in the people's hearts, and the maggots under the golden surface. I listen to them as they listen to me. The shadowy echoes inside the skulls, the cacophonies of chaotic colors, the smudges on the canvas of rationality, and the filth in front of magnificent boulevards. They were excised, suppressed, the top paint scraped off and replaced with an empty, monotonous white. Yet, in the end, they will be released to the fullest, to everything.
Downstairs. Is that an explosion? You...
Theophil has left. He shone like a star in the end, just as he wished. But the rest of them, with their rocks and shattered windows, are still left to struggle. If only I could help them, just like how I helped Theophil.
What do you mean you helped Theophil?
You didn't hear him. You were not there. He ran at me, stuttering my name. Every inch of his skin was ravaged by flame. So much pain. So much spectacle. I need to get water! But he was already on fire. And the only water I found was in his skull and veins. Bang!
No, Miss Ditterstoff, he sold you. You shot Theophile on purpose? So this is the truth you had repressed? You...
You were right, Doctor. Lifting your repression is the first step to liberation. I am fully cured. Look at me. Did I do a good job? Come with me, Doctor. I am inviting you, just like how you invited me. Let's heal the world and save it together. Huh? Doctor?
There! Is that Miss Caconia? Relax, people. Miss Caconia is on our side. She has helped us a lot.
Ilyich? What are you doing?
A gentleman from America said we could do something big here. So I gathered everyone. We will march down to the Kietenstrasse to the Vienna branch of the Foundation. Our slogan will be, equal rights and freedom for Arcanus. How American is that? He seems to be quite a big shot with wads of cash in his pocket and reliable connections in the government. He said we no longer have to worry about the residence permit and the Arcanum license after this job.
No longer.
Aren't you coming with us, miss? This kind of activity is your favorite, isn't it? Hey, where are you going?
Caconia, you should be tried and punished.
Why?
You gave your friends hope, prescribed them treatment, and vowed to stand by their side. But now you're silent and turning away. This is a betrayal. You betrayed your patient. You ran away from your kind. You are unfit to be a psychiatrist. You are not worthy to be a human being. What am I supposed to do then? My patient, I never figured out her true thoughts and feelings. And my fellow kinfolk, they were innocent and unaware of the manipulations of the influential. Even I was in confusion. How could I tell them the truth that I didn't know? How am I supposed to face the overwhelming madness and destruction on my own? So you're just someone who happens to stumble upon the truth? A bystander who happens to be watching from the shore? This is why you are a disgrace. It's a sin to just stand by and watch. It's a sin to promise salvation, but fail to bring them ashore. It's an even greater sin to ignore this tragedy and turn away. Yes, I admit. I'm a hypocrite. I used to be so eager to help my friends, but when they really needed me, I turned my back on them. I told her to release her repressions, but when she actually did, I couldn't face the destructive consequences. I propagated my dream with great enthusiasm, hoping all my kids could live in a free world. But if it's realized in this way, it's the worst nightmare imaginable for everyone. I said I would start the secession of the Arcanists, but what is the essence of this movement? A rebirth? Or a complete betrayal? I'm just like my father, mother, and brother, who tried to shed the label of Arcanists selling small wares as soon as they climbed up the social ladder. I'm lost. So please, tell me, what should I do? You already know, don't you?
Wer wird im Regen verschwinden? Wem wird das ewige Glück gewährt? Die Gnade von oben. Und diese Leere, das Aufhören der Existenz.
Miss Kakania! You are fine. Thank goodness. I've been trying so hard to find you. I have something important to tell you. A catastrophe is about to sweep across the globe. But there are still things we can do. If it goes smoothly, perhaps we can save plenty of lives.
To the point. I like that. Infinite.
Watch this way, please.
Liberato dalla paura.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. At your service.
Wait for this.
Classic. Handy.
You see it coming. Che la morte ti dia la...
The field agent squad cannot make it this time. They have a more urgent mission. But the Vienna branch already requested support from the army, even though we haven't told them what is happening. They are irritated by the blatant attack. We'd better use the power of the era now. Only one question remains. Is the source of this intel reliable, Marcus? Are Isolde and Heinrich really playing in the premiere of Tosca?
Yes, it may sound a bit absurd, but that is Miss Cacanha's inference.
It is you who asked for cooperation. I've done what I can and told you everything I know. Unless the show is cancelled, Isolde will show up. She is a perfectionist when it comes to her work. If she shows up, so will Heinrich. Neither of them is under bounty, and the upper class loves her performance, so it's not hard for them to guarantee a show, even in these troubled times. I know her well. She will be there. If I know her as well as I think I do.
Madam Hoffman, what mission is the Field Agent Squad dealing with?
Assassinations. There has been an outbreak in the Empire over the past 3 days. They are sent to guard the important people. We're out of manpower right now, so don't expect any backup. But don't worry. We don't need to capture or defeat the menace, just focus on the original ritual. Put your own safety first. Understand, Marcus?
The audience is bigger than the tickets sold. I counted the seats in the balcony and the gallery. There are still too many people in the main hall. Are they all staff of the Vienna branch?
No. This could be the doing of Manus Vindictae. What are you laughing at?
That's you, Miss Foundation. You have no idea where you are. This is Vienna, the city of music. And this is Isolde and Tosca. People are crazy about them. I bet they would even stand outside the railings if standing tickets were sold. And when it reaches Act 3, they would fling themselves over the edge, crying, "Oh, Scarpia, avanti addio!"
Don't get what you're saying, but it sounds even worse than Manus Vindictae.
I collected information about this opera.
Rome, 1800s. Painter Mario Cavaradossi and singer Tosca are two lovers. Cavaradossi has been arrested for helping the fugitive Cesare Angelotti, former consul to the Roman Republic. To save her lover, Tosca turns to Scarpia, the chief of police. Scarpia has coveted Tosca for a long time, so he proposes that Cavaradossi will be freed if Tosca gives herself to him. Tosca submits to him, but when he tries to embrace her, Tosca stabs him in the heart with a dagger.
Oh, for heaven's sake, how did you make that sound so boring? I don't think you should read the script ahead of time. It takes away all the surprises. Just let the singer guide you and immerse yourself in this world. Isolde is very good in guiding the audience. She's the best there is. As a seancer, her incredible arcane skills allow her to act like the characters themselves on stage. She can do all kinds of voices, even those that seem physically impossible. When she does this, she becomes a completely different person, taking us to a world beyond reality. It'll feel like witnessing a miracle firsthand. Sorry, I got a little excited. So, this is how much I looked forward to this opera.
I'm sorry. I know you still see her as a friend.
No, I'm just thinking. I thought I knew my friends and my kin, but really I had no idea of what they were truly thinking. Even with this mirror and all the psychological theories. I am like Pandora who opens a box without knowing what was inside. Was it hope or destruction?
That sounds dark.
But I also think perhaps we can never truly understand one another. But things won't get any better if I give up because of it. I cannot turn my back on this. Don't worry about me, Miss Marcus. Now that I am here, I will fulfill my promise. I will stop her. As for the doomsday you talked about, I don't know what I can do about it, to be honest. All I know is, if I don't stop her today, every day of my life will feel like doomsday. No matter what happens from here, the show has begun. Please, enjoy. Even if the world ends tomorrow, we still have a show to enjoy.
Going smoothly. Looks like Isolde is going to finish the show. But how did she get on stage? No one saw her backstage.
A secret passage, like at the exhibition. Marcus, keep an eye on Isolde. I'll go find Heinrich. The branch staff will take action as soon as she comes off the stage. I'll talk to you on the intercom.
This is the second act. Scarpia, the chief of police, will propose a bargain. Tosca will pretend to submit and request safe conduct for her and Cavaradossi. When Scarpia signs the paper,
qual via scegliete?
la più breve, Civitavecchia. Almost there, almost there.
Questo è il bacio di Tosca!
Wait, something's wrong. The man lying on the ground. That's Mr. Carl from the branch? Is he really bleeding?
What? Are you sure?
Definitely Miss Kakanya. He's not acting. That's real blood coming out of Mr. Carl's body. The assassination in the story has become reality. Why is the show still on? Why isn't the audience reacting? What about the branch staff? Madam Hoffman, can you hear me?
What is going on? It really is Mr. Carl. Why is no one... Are you all mad? A man has been killed, don't you see? Stop the show!
Cavaradossi! Have you escaped from jail?
What?
My poor lover! You were put into jail only because you were too kind-hearted. I've been trying to clear your name. Scarpia proposed an unfair deal. He wanted me as his mistress. But now he's dead, at last. The whole of Rome was overshadowed by his power.
What are you talking about, Isolde? That's not what the story is like.
Run away with me, Cavaradossi. I have the safer conduct. We will go to the sacred kingdom of happiness and freedom, where no one knows us.
What are these? Oscar Pochurak poisoned to death, Resnik shot dead, and Hudnov assassinated, King of Greece assassinated, Archduke Franz assassinated. All these assassinations at the same time?
Child. The bloody handprint on broken glass.
Liberato dal fratello.
The real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Was I able to take care of everyone?
Their faces are distorting, like those paintings. Is this also some kind of mass hysteria, or...
Anyone seen my glasses? Could you pass them to me? Oh, they've grown on my eyes. Don't mind me.
Questo è il Baccio de Tosca! Come, friends, Keith and Keen, take your daggers and get up there! We will all kill our own Scarpia! Those so-called upper-class people don't deserve the best seats! Visitate! Visitemore!
I can almost feel the blood splashing on my face. There's no doubt this is art. The way in which reality replaces fantasy. I've never seen a show like this before. Zilla, Orf, what happened? Have you got blood on your faces too? Is this part of the show or... Wow.
They're killing each other in a frenzy. Is no one noticing this? Madam Hoffman, I have an emergency here. No, I can't hear anything. The crowd won't let me leave. I need to make way myself.
Happy to lend a hand. Not just this way, please. You're waking.
Liberato dalla paura.
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Wait for
this way, please. Knock, knock. Room service.
It will be over before you
At your
feel it.
service. Handfell. Flank handy.
Liberato dalla paura.
3, 2, 1, down. A mice pass.
Wait for it.
Flank.
Into the darkness. It will be over before you feel it.
Conventional choice.
Addio, straniero.
That went smooth.
Exactly.
Quiet! Be quiet! Go to hell, you terrorists!
I need to disperse them. At least open up the exit.
Marcus, what are you doing? I said evacuate.
But people are dying. It is our duty to...
I just got a message from the headquarters. The timekeeper has issued a 24-hour storm warning.
What?
The Manus has carried out several assassinations on the same day. The instability of this era has reached the critical point. Which means the storm is coming.
No way. The storm... It was me. It was me. It was me who started the chain reaction. It was me who leaked out the details of the island. It was me.
Get a hold of yourself, Marcus. This is a storm of time. Compared to the chaos it causes, you and I mean nothing more than a pebble. It happened many times before you did anything, and it will happen countless times more. The errors in history will disappear again and again, and so will the people. The situation can't get any worse. The only thing we can do now is to find the ritual that grants immunity to the storm. It's the only way to save more lives. The Foundation has issued the evacuation notice. All staff must return to the headquarters before the storm arrives. The closest evacuation point is Vienna Central Station. They will pick us up there in 2 hours.
2 hours? It takes less than 2 hours to get...
I know. There are still things we can do before the storm truly arrives. But the enemies are probably much stronger than we are, and there will be no backup for us.
He once told me what really scared you was not a threat to your life, but the possibility of dying ignorant. I think I understand what you mean now. I don't want that either. I don't want to go back to the headquarters without doing anything at all.
Well said, Marcus. Let's go. Find Heinrich and Isolde. They might know the ritual or have the clues we need. We can still catch the last train if everything goes smoothly. Cacanea is not with you?
Miss Cacanea ran up to the stage. She and Isolde... Heinrich has enchanted all the props. There must be a hidden entrance to the secret chamber. I am sure. Miss Cacanea and Isolde are still in this theater.
Come here!
Heinrich!
There are traps under the floor.
Doctor!
What is it that you want, Isolde? I thought the Foundation was exaggerating the truth, but you are...
Are you mad, Doctor? Because I killed Mr. Karl? I thought it would make you happy.
Happy? Why would I be happy?
Because he was a boastful man. His ideas were at odds with yours, and he contributed to the repression of this era. A bureaucrat you hate the most. He treated us like stains on the wall to be covered up in shame. And he was the kind of man who'd pocket the gold foil whenever he found any. Society is dying because of these hypocrites. Don't you think we should have the surgery and remove them?
I didn't know you would interpret my words this way. I deeply regret ever telling you that.
What? Why? Why are you being so cruel to me? It was you who said that everyone was sick and dying, even though they pretended to be fine. Yet the source of the sickness lay not in ourselves, but in the twisted era we lived in. A radical surgery is the only way to remove this ugly tumor. And it was also you who told me to stop repressing and to embrace my desires. We should restore the world to what it was like. A kingdom of freedom where everyone will be happy. Are these not your words? Or have I misunderstood them? Why won't you look at me? Have I made such a big mistake that you don't want to see me again? No. Please answer me. I'm begging you. You are my only friend and the one I cherish most in the whole world. Doctor, what on earth have I done wrong? Why won't you forgive me? Is it because I'm too stupid to understand your words? Or because I'm also sick with the incurable tumor? If that's the case, please help me. Hold my hands, touch my face, hug me, and talk to me heart to heart like you used to. Doctor. Ich habe mich in diesem Traum von dir gesehen, wie in einen Spiegel schauend. Es war Abend, als wir dieses Gespräch hatten. Es war das erste Mal in meinem Leben, dass ich die Sonne gesehen habe. Dein Traum hat mein leeres Leben mit Bedeutung gefüllt. Du hast mich davor bewahrt, nur ein verfluchtes Gefäß zu sein. Das war ein wunderschöner Traum. So schön, dass ich vergessen habe, wie hässlich ich bin, während ich ihn betrachtete. Ich versuche nur, einen Traum zu verwirklichen. Ist das falsch von mir?
I never thought you would commit a crime over my words.
Crime? You mean what I'm doing right now? You don't like it? The Foundation knows all the truths, yet they won't tell us anything. That's why we have to release everything they repress. The news, the hysteria, the riots, the chaos. That's what Manus Vindictae told me. Is this not like your dream? Did I misunderstand?
What in the world did they tell you?
They told me the method of salvation, Doctor. They gave me the opportunity to save your loved ones. The world and your dream.
Where am I? I've smelled this before.
Welcome, Angelotti and unknown lady from the Foundation. Welcome to the small beginning of our new world. Oh, sleeping bullets from Laplace. You almost hit me, miss. I can't let you through, though. Not now. The leading actress is busy. The curtain has been raised, ladies, and the show is about to begin. Why not open your hearts before the lights come on? Let's sit down and have a civilized conversation. Oh!
There is no need to negotiate with a terrorist. You will have a chance to talk to our specialist after I take you to the headquarters.
A terrorist? You wound me. Is it because I wear the mask of menace? Because I revealed the truth you've been hiding? Or because we accelerated the storm and made this era end earlier than expected?
Let me help you, Madam Hoffman.
My Angelotti! Why are you standing with the enemy? You're supposed to be one of us.
Angelotti? Is that me?
I am your salvation from the real terrorists of the world.
Salvation?
Angelotti with a full case of books. Tell me, of all the books you have read and all the documents you have worked with, did any of them mention the catastrophe that suddenly broke out in the summer of 1914? The scourge of the 20th century? The real history?
You have such a kind heart, Doctor. Yet you don't know the truth. How are you going to bear the pain when you do? Theophil set himself on fire. Ben hung himself to death. Emmanuel laid himself on the railroad tracks.
Are these the suicide cases in Vienna? They all came into contact with the menace?
I can see them. I can hear them. The ghosts of future history haunting the city from above. Heads full of holes. Heads covered in shrapnel. Empty stomachs. Even the ghosts of little children. I can see them all. Cities bombed to the ground. And trains full of people headed straight for death. It is coming. It is coming. By then, the guts hanging from trees will be more vibrant than spring flowers. There will be bullets, helmets, scars. Wir haben keine Zukunft, Doktor.
How I wish it were a farce. A farce that claimed the lives of more than 10 million people. A farce that dozens of leaders decided to take part in. Ben, a dear friend of mine. He played the best Fantasia in A minor ever, but came back from the battlefield missing an arm and a leg. And Emmanuel. His hands were born to write poetry. But he was sent to the front and dug trenches until he died of disease. Our hands are meant to hold paintbrushes, play pianos, and write stories. But they end up in gunfire because you narrow-minded hypocrites keep inciting them to violence. We've already suffered for our gifts. Now we have to watch our talented friends sacrifice themselves for man's childish tantrums. Ladies, you know all of this. Yet you call us terrorists?
Madam Hoffman? Madam Hoffman!
The real terrorists are you, humans. Sie haben diesen Krieg begonnen.
Madam Hoffman?
Fortunately, the Guiding One has heard our cries and promised us salvation. The storm will put a stop to this frenetic melody before all of the good, artistic, heartfelt things in life are destroyed before our eyes. It will wash away the unwanted, the unimportant. The creators of this chaos will be severely punished. It's still a little early for what Mr. Forget-Me-Not has planned, but the actors and actresses are in place. Don't worry, Miss Angelotti. We won't leave anyone behind, nor will we leave any enemy spared. I will eliminate the obstacles for you and help you better understand yourself.
What? What are you talking about?
The sifting has begun, ladies. Enjoy. The potion specially made by Mr. Forget-Me-Not. A gift from the Picrasma tree. For those who have Arcanist blood, it will undoubtedly enhance their powers, both physically and mentally. But for the powerless, mixed-blood humans, it is lethal poison. People sometimes forget how different humans and Arcanists are, don't they? Marriages between the two races have been common for some time. The mixed bloods have become the majority of society. Those with less than 1/4 Arcanist blood, some with even less, have blended in amongst the humans because they don't have any arcane power. And so they are seen as humans, both by the public and by themselves. And now the punishment for betraying your own kind. You should have stood with us, but instead you sided with the enemy and watched your own kin suffer. The blood that you have ignored and forsaken will awaken, explode, and tear you apart from within.
I'm fine. I'm just a bit... I can still stand.
Sadly, you won't be fine for long. Mr. Forget-Me-Not is one of the best potion makers. The formula is carefully designed to prolong your suffering until sweet death finally spreads its wings over you. But resent not. Your pain is fleeting compared to what my people were made to endure. As for you, Miss Angelotti, a choice lies before you.
Me?
You have been lied to. Humans have whispered lies through their petty, made-up history. There has been genocide, the lengthy, vicious kind, under the banner of high-minded reason. They tried to split the world in two, so that the progressives cannot be stopped by the non-progressives, so that the irrational cannot speak against the rational. When they do, death and destruction follow. You're one of us, an Arcanist child abandoned at an orphanage. You must have heard your heart pounding like a knock on the door. It's the sound of a long-lost soul coming home. It calls to you to rid your shackles of reason, to expose the lies of history, to embrace your primal passions and unleash the powers of your gift. You should be one of us, as you always should have been.
He's right, Marcus. This is the missing part of history that they didn't let you go through. Hoffman kept everything from you, didn't she? She's a liar! You're here because you want to find the truth. You don't have to work for a human institution.
Pick it up. Drive it into your mentor's heart. Show us your resolve. An opportunity has arisen. Take it. A chance to learn who you really are, where you came from, and why you were abandoned.
Marcus.
Very good, Angelotti. Before the High One of Midnight sheds merciful tears and washes away the sins of man, pass the test and join us. And we will take you through the storm back to our era.
Our era? But My era has already come. 1914. The year you once wiped out with the storm is my era!
Huh?
I waited in the abandoned lighthouse of that island. I waited in the marble house of the Foundation, watching the time go back to 1966, to 1929, and finally, back here. You say this is salvation, but you're just replacing one annihilation with another. The Foundation wants to stop the destruction, but you're speeding it up. You don't care about this era, nor the people living in it. You abandon them. You hide in your empty kingdom, in your garden that doesn't yet exist, with your with your art, your poems and your pianos. And me, I just wanted to go home for a visit. Why would you take away even that?
Marcus, don't lose control of yourself.
I'll kill you, Heinrich!
Straight to the point. I like that.
This way,
Wait for the...
my child.
Liberato dal
It's
fratello.
for your sake.
That was your last chance.
This hand is
Into the darkness.
at your service. An unconventional choice.
Non voltarti indietro.
You'll look at that. Knock, knock. Room service. It's for your sake. A maestro.
That was your last
That's your
chance.
poor little maid.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
Someone is calling me. Leave here with me, Doctor. Let the rain wash away the old world, so we can build your dream in a new one. I thought we were on the same side of liberating our repression, giving freedom to the Arcanists.
I never thought that you would take people's lives, Isolde.
Is this why you hesitate? Because I killed a person who shouldn't be killed? A person from the Foundation? After you befriended the young lady? Is it because you made peace with the Foundation, and yet I became associated with Manus Vindicte? I see now. I understand, Doctor. I will correct my mistakes.
Isolde?
I killed a man of the Foundation. Thus, you thought I was imposing Manus Vindicte's cause over yours. It displeased you, am I right? Then I shall prove myself to you. I will take Heinrich's life, for that would make it fair. Please, come with me and witness my commitment, Doctor.
What did you say? You're going to kill... who?
I'm going to kill...
Miss Angelotti, if you still don't see the big picture after returning to your true self, you are not one of us. Enjoy the sifting before the storm. Ah, Isolde, you're just in time. These two are hopeless.
Goodbye, Heinrich.